Chapter 77th, Münchhausen. Münchhausen was still pulling, by the last hairs from the last swamp. I went to Joe Dispenza, spontaneously, without a plan, without preparation, just went, like a person drowning who grabs at anything. I didn't know who Dispenza was. Well, I knew a little from videos, from motivational clips YouTube served during sleepless nights, but I hadn't read his books yet. But something pushed me to go to a 7-day seminar. Not the head was broken. Something else. The part that at 14 hung from a branch and the branch broke. She's not loud, just stubborn. I ended up in a hall full of people who were meditating, crying, laughing, feeling things. I sat among them and felt nothing. Closed my eyes in darkness, tried to relax. The body didn't know how. But I encountered the practice. Not the idea of meditation, I'd known that for a long time, but the daily sitting with closed eyes, with an attempt to ask, not solve, not control, but ask for joy, for love, for sensations in the body, for a girl who was forbidden to ask since age 5. This was a revolution. 6 months I meditated every day, asked for only one thing, joy, love, sensations in the body, and felt nothing. Sometimes emptiness, sometimes tension, sometimes the thought that I'm doing everything wrong. But I continued, not because it was better, because the alternative was clear. On the outside, nothing was happening. No insights, no breakthroughs, no tears of relief. If someone had asked me then whether it helped, I'd have said no, but the body kept sitting down every morning. And somewhere at the edge, not in the head, not in words, something strange appeared. Not even a thought. More like a shift. I suddenly understood that I didn't have to stay. Not in the global sense, not leave life, but simply not be where it's terrifying. Not sleep in a house where at any second screaming can start. Not wait for it to begin. For the first time between two habitual points, endure and die, a third appeared. You can leave and stay alive. I don't know when exactly it started. It wasn't a decision, wasn't a thought you can write down, more like water moving under ice. Where I'd stopped breathing many years ago, something barely perceptibly shifted, quietly, almost invisibly, without permission, as if inside me was a part that hadn't died this whole time. Just waited. This is how my snake woke up, slowly, without noise, without promises, coiled in the body, in the place I hadn't breathed into for 40 years, where neither words nor therapy, nor attempts to understand reached. Kundalini yoga every morning tried to reach her. Most of the time, nothing. Empty, like knocking on a closed door. But sometimes something stirred. Not a feeling, not relief, just movement, as if under the crust of ice there really is water. Snake was in no hurry. She didn't need faster, she didn't need a result. She'd waited many years and could wait more. And for the first time in all that time, I stopped rushing her. In Big Bear, I expected a reset. Fresh air, mountains, distance from the apartment where walls were closing in. Instead, I got the opposite. Vanya was tense. Artem was explosive. And I had nowhere to run. In the city, I could drive. Here, trapped. The trip ended early. We packed in silence, drove home without speaking. The mountains didn't help. Nothing outside helps when the problem is inside.